The Advent House of 11 Doors. In the town of Winternox, where frost wrote cursive prayers on window panes, and wreaths shed needles like whispers, they kept an old Advent tradition. On December 1st, a miniature house appeared in the square, a perfect replica of the town's oldest cottage, painted peppermint white, trimmed with red thread, roof dusted in sugared snow. They called it the Advent House. Each night, a door would open. Inside, a gift, or a warning. Never the same twice. Candle hash the first night. Ivy was 13. Curious. Exacting. She counted snowflakes on her mitten. She catalogued candle scents. Cedar. Clove. Ash. Her father said, "Don't go after dark." Her mother said nothing, only watched the square, where the Advent House waited. On the first night, a door clicked open. Inside, a wax angel, its wings translucent, its eyes closed. A note lay beneath. "Do not melt me." The angel seemed to breathe. Its chest rose, fell, a whisper of warmth. In the winter air, new moon symbol the second and third. On the second night, the door held a spool of red thread, thin as hair, sticky as sap. The note read, "Bind your wreath." On the third night, a thimble of pine resin, honey thick, amber dark. The note read, "Seal your threshold." Ivy followed the notes. She bound the wreath. She sealed the door. She placed the wax angel on the mantel, away from the fire. She slept, and dreamed of paper tearing under snow, a sound like secrets unwrapped. In the dark, Milky Way the 4th through 7th. The fourth night, sugar-plum moths. They flitted inside the door, wings dusted with sparkle. The note read, "Do not swallow." The fifth night, a key of rock candy, sharp, unforgiving. "Do not turn," the note said. The sixth night, a child's sock, empty, cold. The note read, "Do not fill." The seventh night, a star cut from tinsel. The note read, "Do not hang." Ivy obeyed. Winternox slept. But Ivy's angel changed. Its eyes opened. Its wax smile deepened. And at midnight, it whispered, 11 doors, 11 promises, one price. Fire the 8th through 10th. The 8th night, the door released a smell. Not a gift, not a warning, just the scent of extinguished candles. Wet wick, cold wax. The 9th night, a gingerbread man without a face. The note read, "Do not frost." The 10th night, a bell of spun sugar, so delicate, the air might fracture it. The note read, "Do not ring." Ivy's father grew pale. Her mother grew quiet. The town whispered. Winternox had seen the Advent House before, but never like this. Ivy returned home. The angel's wings had curled, as if heated from within. It looked at her. "Do not melt me," it said, and then smiled wider. Snowflake hashed the 11th night. Snow fell thick. Street lamps smudged halos in the white. The Advent House waited. Only one door remained, painted darker than the rest, almost black, as if winter had stained it. Ivy stood before it. Her breath fogged. Her mittens shook. The door clicked. Opened. Inside, a mirror. Not smooth, but rippled, like ice over black water. A note lay folded, red thread stitching it shut. She broke the thread. The note read, "Do not speak your name." Ivy leaned closer. The mirror did not show her face. It showed her house, her mantle, her wax angel. Then the angel turned. in the reflection, and faced her. "Ivy," it whispered. "Ivy, Ivy, Ivy." Her throat tightened. She wanted to answer. Her name rose like steam. Hot. Insistent. Alive. She remembered the key she must not turn. The bell she must not ring. The star she must not hang. She swallowed her name. She bit her lip hard, until the taste of iron drowned the syllables. She said nothing. Sparkles the price. The mirror rippled. The angel's wax face cracked. Its eyes wept clear liquid. Not tears, but resin. The resin dripped, stretched, threaded itself around the edges of the door. The Advent house sighed. A sound like paper tearing under snow. Soft. Hungry. Ivy stepped back. She did not speak. The mirror showed her again. Older. Crowned with frost. Eyes like extinguished candles. She did not speak. The door closed. The square fell silent. Winternox slept. Evergreen the legacy. In the morning, the Advent house was gone. Only red thread remained. Snagged in the cobbles. Sticky. Sour. Ivy checked the mantle. The wax angel had cooled. Its eyes were closed again. She placed the unfrosted gingerbread beside it. The unfixed sock. The unturned candy key. The unringable sugar bell. Her mother whispered, "Did you speak?" Ivy shook her head. No. Her father stared at the thread, wrapped around the note. "It always asks for the one thing you cherish," he said, "and the price is your name." Ivy stood very still. She felt her name inside her. Etch. Unsaid. Safe. Outside. Frost wrote new prayers on the windows. Wreaths shed quiet needles. And somewhere far away, in a square she would never see again, a miniature house opened its first door. For another town. Another winter. Another child who would be asked, by a mirror in a dark door, to speak. If they did, the wax angel would melt, and their name would pour out, into the red thread, into the door, into the house. Kept. Forever. The wrapping room. In the town of Hollowpine, where snow fell in sheets like torn paper, and chimneys coughed smoke into the frozen sky, there was a factory. Silent. Abandoned. But every Christmas Eve, its doors unlocked. They called it the wrapping room. No one entered willingly. No one left unchanged. New moon symbol the invitation. Jonas was 16. Restless. Skeptical. He found a card on his doorstep. Thick paper. Edges sharp as razors. It read, "Your gift awaits. Come to the wrapping room." He laughed. Another village prank. But the card pulsed faintly, as if alive. Candle hashed the factory. That night, snow hissed against the windows. Jonas slipped out. The factory loomed. Its bricks were blackened. Its roof sagged. But inside, lanterns glowed. Rows of tables stretched into shadow. And on each table, a box, wrapped in paper, red, green, silver, each tied with ribbon, each whispering faintly, "Milky Way the first box." Jonas touched one. The ribbon tightened. The paper shivered. The lid lifted. Inside, a mask, porcelain, white, blank. It pulsed, and whispered his name. He dropped it. The box snapped shut. The whisper echoed. Jonas. Fire the wrapping. The lanterns flickered. The tables shifted. The boxes multiplied. Each box bore his name. Each box waited. The walls groaned. Paper peeled from the ceiling. Ribbons slithered across the floor. They wrapped around his ankles. his wrists, his throat. He clawed at them. But the ribbons tightened. The paper folded. The factory whispered, "Every gift must be wrapped." Snowflake hashed the escape attempt. Jonas ran. The ribbons tore at his skin. The boxes opened. Masks spilled out. Each mask bore his face. Eyes hollow. Mouths sealed. He stumbled to the door. It slammed shut. The lanterns died. Only the whisper remained. Every gift must be wrapped. Sparkles the legacy. In the morning, the villagers found the factory silent again. But on Jonas's doorstep, a box waited, wrapped in silver paper, tied with red ribbon. Inside, a mask, porcelain, white, blank, its lips sealed tight, its eyes hollow, and beneath it, a note. Your gift has been delivered. Evergreen the warning. From that year on, every Christmas Eve, a card appeared on a doorstep. Always a different name. Always the same words. Your gift awaits. Come to the wrapping room. And those who entered were never seen again. Only boxes remained. Masks inside. Eyes hollow. Mouths sealed. Wrapped forever. The Midnight Sleigh. In the town of Blackpine Hollow, where the snow fell in sheets like ash, and the stars hid behind clouds, children whispered of a sleigh that came at midnight. Not Santa's sleigh, not the jingling bells of reindeer, but something older, something colder. They called it the Midnight Sleigh. New moon symbol the first sight. On Christmas Eve, Thomas was awake. He pressed his face to the frosted glass. The street was empty, silent. Then, a sound. Not bells, but chains. Dragging, grinding. Through the snow, a sleigh appeared. Its runners were jagged iron. Its body was black wood, splintered, burned. And it moved without horses. It moved on its own. Candle Hash the driver. At the front, a figure Saturday, tall, wrapped in furs that dripped with frost. Its face hidden. Only its eyes glowed, like embers in a dying fire. It cracked a whip. Not leather, but braided ribbon. The sleigh lurched, and the chains rattled. Behind it, not gifts, not toys, but sacks. Heavy, shifting, whispering. Milky Way the cargo. Thomas leaned closer. The sacks moved. Hands pressed against the fabric. Faces stretched the cloth. Children's voices whispered, "Help us." The sleigh stopped. The driver turned. Its ember eyes fixed on Thomas. The whip cracked. The chains rattled. And one sack split open. Inside, a child. Eyes hollow. Mouth sewn shut with ribbon. It reached out. And the sleigh moved again. Fire the summoning. The sleigh circled the town. Every house. Every window. It stopped where children watched. It marked them. Chains scraped the snow. Ribbons snapped. And the sacks grew heavier. Thomas stumbled back. His breath fogged. He remembered the stories. "Do not watch the sleigh," his grandmother had said. "Do not listen to the chains." But he had watched. And now, the sleigh knew his name. Snowflake Hash the escape attempt. He ran to his bed. He pulled the blanket over his head. The chains rattled outside. The whip cracked. The sacks whispered, "Help us." The sleigh stopped at his door. The wood groaned. The ribbon whip curled around the handle. The ember eyes glowed through the window. Thomas bit his lip. He did not speak. He did not move. He did not breathe. The sleigh waited. Then, it moved on. Sparkles the legacy. In the morning, the street was scarred. Chains had carved grooves in the snow. Ribbons lay torn across the cobbles. And outside Thomas's door, a sack. He opened it. Inside, a mask. Porcelain. Blank. Its lips sewn shut with ribbon. Its eyes hollow. And beneath it, a note. Next year, the sleigh will return. Evergreen the warning. From that year on, children of Blackpine Hollow stayed away from the windows. They hid beneath blankets. They covered their ears. But still, the sleigh came, chains rattling, whip cracking, sacks whispering, and every Christmas morning, a mask appeared, porcelain, blank, sealed, waiting,